The William Miller Sperry Observatory, the formal name for it, is a facility which is open to the public. It is jointly operated by Amateur Astronomers Incorporated and with Union College. The building actually dates to the early 1960s. The project started in 1964 with that grant of about $100,000 for the Beinecke family. We have two major telescopes here. A 24-inch reflecting telescope, as I say, it's all done with mirrors in that case, and a refracting telescope, one of the largest of its design, a lens telescope, the one that most people think of when you say the word telescope. We built that instrument and rebuilt several times the 24-inch. Its current system for the 24-inch is computer-driven, and we have a very, very new electronic camera that even with our light-polluted sky in the city, we can still punch through and be able to get some pretty darn good photographs, as well as scientific value. The 10-inch was dedicated to them in November of '72, and we installed the instrument, the 24-inch, in October of '74. We are always looking for people that would be interested in giving presentations about their own work too, to inspire others. And if there are educators out there, they can arrange to have field trips in the evening, and they can contact us at asterism.org. If you become a member of the organization, then you'll be able to be trained on the telescopes and become what they call qualified or senior observers, depending on what equipment you work with. William Miller Sperry is the S in S&H green stamps. Those of your viewers that might remember it. The running joke was that this building was built by green stamps, and we don't know how many million books you needed to get one. The gentleman was a prominent businessman here in the Cranford area. His daughter and grandson actually came up with the $100,000 plus back in 1964 to fund the building of this, and we, in our part of the agreement with the college, was to provide the two telescopes here. He had always had an interest. I believe he had a telescope of his own, and apparently to honor his memory, his daughter, Carrie Regina, said, okay, well, they are amateur astronomers. He was an amateur astronomer. There it is. Because of his works here, there is a Sperry building in Cranford, if I remember correctly. I think it's still got the logo on it. We always have been pushing education, not just in astronomy, but the relationship with other sciences. Astronomy is considered to be the mother of all sciences. Astronomy is chemistry, it's physics especially, mathematics. You name the science, we got it. Now computers. The importance of exploration, quite frankly, I mean, I can go hours on that. In astronomy and space science, we get to understand our world by studying others. We see, for example, where our environment can be affected by the sun, and it most certainly is. There's been a great deal of work in global warming. Many people are trying to say that a lot of that is supposed to be human-made. The more we understand the sun, the better we understand our environment here. We look at objects flying through space that get too close to Earth. Great movies sometimes, but the reality is what killed the dinosaurs. We don't want to end up as dinosaurs, so that's why we study it. So consider it to be a way of safeguarding our planet. We are, so far as we know, the highest evolved life on Earth. We want to keep that position, thank you very much. There's a lot of spin-offs in that technology. Medical, pacemakers was the most overt version of it, but we're also looking at biomedical stuff that cannot be, vaccines that can't easily be made here, can be done in space. There's a practical use to it. Also, those rocks I mentioned, the asteroids that could hit the Earth, wouldn't it be nice to get a couple 100 million metric tons of iron, platinum, gold, silver, copper, and other valuable metals, and just pick off materials, put it into Earth orbit, process it, and bring the stuff there, or build spacecraft to go elsewhere. Most people say, oh, going into space, you know, it's cool, you know. Like, they don't realize there's a very major contribution to all the sciences. Push education. right to the limits. You don't have to study astronomy. Astronomy is considered to be the mother of all sciences. But there's physics, there's engineering, there is medical, biomedical stuff. There's all sorts of things. It's the universe. One song, one verse. You can be part of that.